John Aquarium here. Today I'm going to be talking about quarantine tanks. I'm going to be talking about how to set up a quarantine tank in times of emergency and how to help prepare yourself for it. So basically, let's say you have a fish that's sick. Let's say they might about to have their fry, or that you just need to separate the dominant fish beating up the other ones. That's not much of an emergency situation where you have to take it out right away, but here's just preparation for it. So first thing you should always do is have a tank on standby, an empty tank on standby, or let's say you can't afford that, always have a 5-gallon bucket at least. Majority of people have that. Usually do water changes, so yeah, you should always have the tank, at least an aerator or a bubbler, and a heater. So yeah, always gonna need a heater, for keeping the same water level or water temperature, and bubbler just to make sure that water doesn't get stilled. That way it doesn't get stagnant, and basically just keep water movement and keep water oxygenated. So yeah, and I prefer a filter. Now when setting up your filter, it's not really wise to put brand new media in it because bacteria aren't stable in it already. So here's what I do. I've seen this on the King of DIYs. Is basically in your main filtration system. What you want to do is always have a mesh bag or two filled with some bacteria, filled with some media, so you can just take that out. So I have a mesh bag filled with some trimming off of this when I had it for my filter, and then I also have one of basically just of polyester stuffing. So this way I can always never really depend on these, don't have a large amount. Basically what you want to do is not have this as your main filtration, because that way when you take it out, your main system doesn't lose all that bacteria and that the tank was depending on. So make sure this isn't your only source in the main system. So basically, anyways, this is now what I can do is just take the mesh bags. I can just stuff them both inside my filter, and there it's all ready to go now. So all I'd have to do is stick it into the tank. I already have established bacteria in my filter, and it's running perfectly. Now another thing is to never get new water put inside your quarantine tank, because what's going to be happening is it's just not going to be established water. You have no system running perfectly or anything. So basically what we're going to do is just siphon out water from your main tank and put it in your hospital tank. Your water level, depending on your size tank, might have a smaller tank, but is going to take out majority of the water. But see, your system, even if it's like only 10 gallons, that tank is already established. It's no different. When you do that, even if you take out about 50% of the water, it's still just the same as water tank changes, because I know the majority of people actually do 50% water changes. So yeah, so better be safe than sorry. Take water out of your main system, put it in here, unless the water is contaminated. Then my best I could suggest is to take some water out of a different tank, or when you're filling up your tank from tap water if you have to. Water conditioner, obviously, but then get some beneficial bacteria, those like liquid stuff that has bacteria in it. It's the best, quickest way you can get the system running. So yeah, that's about it actually. Once again, let's just run through this real quick. Remember, always have an empty tank on standby. Small will do. I have this 3-gallon tank, and that works just fine as a quarantine tank. Mostly because my fish are rather small, but whatever. That if all else fails, let's say there's a leak in your quarantine tank, or you just simply cannot afford a tank, 5-gallon bucket. If you don't have one, ice cream bucket. Honestly, I have an ice cream bucket over there. Don't know if you can quite see it, but anyways, remember, just a bucket will actually do just fine. Just hook the heater up in there. Same with the aerator, it'll be just fine. So I keep you minnows with that. But remember, tank, heater, aerator, and a little tip if you want main filtration. Best you can do is have some mesh bags filled with some biological media stuffed inside your main filtration system. That way, you can always just take those out, put it in a filter. You already have established bacterias and established filtration in your quarantine tank. That's your best way to have the fish survive. And final thing is, when filling up your tank, always have get the water from your tank and put it inside your quarantine tank. Once again, sorry if my video is shaky. It's also I might not been completely focused on it. When I'm talking about the filter, I might have been over here actually, because I was more focused on doing stuff with the filter than make sure the camera captured it. Sorry about that. And yeah, that's about it. Thank you for watching. Hope you learned something from this. Hope you enjoyed, and remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you.